We're joined by Professor Josef Köhrle. He is a hormone researcher from Berlin's Charité University Hospital. As we saw in that report, actually, artificial lighting can suppress the production of the hormone melatonin. And there's a connection to cancer. Is research actually sure about that?
Since 2 years, at a large international conference, it has been accumulated a lot of data suggesting that melatonin and disruption of the chronorhythms, chronodisruption is the key term for that, will have impact on cancer development and progression.
And do you actually have an explanation for how the missing of melatonin can actually cause cancer?
We have no clear cause-effect relationships at the moment, but we have associations or epiphenomenological associations, I would call it at that moment. We know quite sure that melatonin will stimulate cell apoptosis, and the lack of apoptosis then will lead to the accumulation of tumor mass. We know that melatonin has impact on cellular redox mechanisms, especially also in way of an antioxidant agent. There are many of them, and the lack of melatonin then would probably increase the exposure or activity of reactive oxygen species or radicals, free radicals. And the third mechanism would be that melatonin seems to interfere with a specific subgroup of receptors, especially this sex steroid receptors in the mammary gland, the estradiol receptor, in the prostate gland, the testosterone or androgen receptor.
That's already very detailed. Do I understand correctly that also maybe other hormones can cause cancer or have an influence on the development of cancer too?
Yes, we know from several hormones that they tend to help cell proliferation, or especially tumor cell proliferation, but we have also many beneficial effects of hormones which are against the development of tumors and against the carcinogenic process. So we have to be very specific which hormone in which condition is either a positive or maybe a risk factor.
But actually man is interfering with our hormone balance system. You think that's a good thing to do?
I think it's not a really good thing to do, because we know that not only light, the day-night rhythm, but also nutrition rhythm, movement rhythms, physical exercise have marked effects on the circadian rhythms, and we cannot just take one system, the melatonin, forget about the cortisol rhythm, for example, the stress rhythm altogether, and the adaptation to the night cycle, which has been one movement and one key principle in human evolution, is a very important thing, and we should not disturb it too much.
That means we should actually go back more to a lifestyle like the people 100,000 years ago actually had it?
Not really, but we should really not work against the sun, I think, or the night. We should come back to see what really the basic rhythms are, and we need sleep. Sleep is essential. We need physical activity, and this should be not in the night, but during the day.
Thanks a lot for the talk, Professor Köhrle.
Thank you.